Alright, welcome back to the Wizard Den. Today, I'm gonna be speaking about really a couple things, but overall, it's in general, it's just the the rule, I guess, that all is mental, right? Now, for some people, they kind of hear this. I know I did at first, and at least for about a year and a half, I really didn't understand that. And then my understanding kind of changed from 1 year, and I guess it deepened. It didn't change. It deepened. Understanding deepened on it, and kind of went to a different level. So first of all, I'm going to talk scientifically what they know. They know scientifically that a thought can create or turn into a molecule, an atom. Your thoughts can create molecular structure. And that's a crazy, crazy thing to think about. Meaning that I can craft my reality. And of course, if you can do it physically, you can definitely do it spiritually. Now, this isn't just something, made up. This is scientific. And in fact, the CIA has it broken down in a classified document from the late 80s. The mind creates, atoms. It turns into physical matter, dark matter, all this stuff. And in the CIA written document that's been released, we can read it, declassified. I think all you have to type in is astral projection, and it goes on a rant. Essentially, reality as we know it is, and I've talked about this before, in a sense, that when you are not looking at something, when something is out of my view, and out of the view of the camera, that part of reality is essentially what you would consider rendering. It is not there because it's not being monitored. But then as soon as I monitor it, it takes form. Okay? And now the way you can interpret this, because it sounds unlikely, unrealistic, but for magicians, we understand that there is the astral realm. Now, the physical realm is a realm below, not above, below the astral realm. So some of the properties do carry over. And things, that you do in the astral, carry over to the physical realm. So, if I wanted to create wealth, I would reverse engineer it. Not regular, reverse engineer it in the astral realm, and then it would progress down through the etheric, flip, and then it would occur in the physical realm. At least that's the working model right now that we understand as magicians. But going past that, science has also done an experiment where it's called the slit experiment. And I've talked about that before on my video on influence back when I was working with King Paimon, about influencing the reality around me. And King Paimon brought me upon this information. Scientists, when monitoring molecules would act a certain way. But then when you didn't monitor them, they acted a different way. Okay, and we could see that they were doing different things. And as soon as they knew a camera was pointed at them, or eyes were looking at them, they started to act normal. Okay, and what this is showing is two things. One, reality forms when you look at it. Two, reality down to the atom, that singular atom, has a consciousness. Okay, and I broke that all the way down to explain why we have an ego that talks and manipulates us on its own. It's a collection of all these atoms with their consciousness growing into one major consciousness. Just like my body is a billion collective atoms. There's no such thing as actually touching. We never touch. It's a magnetic push and pull. But, I'm getting too deep. Okay, I'm ranting now. The point of this video is what I need to get back to. And we're going to go back to this now. So, all is mind. Okay. The influence you can have on your subjective reality. The thoughts you can press outwards. This is why visualization is important, because your mind has influence on the real reality around you. Your belief has an influence over reality, especially spiritually, etherically, astrally. It has a real pull on reality, okay? So, when it's said to do a path working, and you have to, do this and that, and visualize this, and hear a sound that isn't there, and smell a smell that isn't there, and you create a image of something that's not there, and then you take into that spirit, rather than the spirit coming to you via evocation or invocation. You're doing this by literally creating the event and your mind. The images and smells and tastes and sounds you're creating is working as a path, as a train, taking you from point A to point B at, light speed. You're going there, traveling the dimension mentally. So in that instance, all is mind. In another instance, you are creating a circle around you, a magic circle. I'm visualizing a white circle. I give it a sound, boom, as I create it and seal it. And then I create a pentagram on all four corners within my mind. Boom, 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 boom. I get my hands involved. I do this. I push my hand out, and as soon as it touches down, I have created it. I don't give a time in between, because if I give a time in between, there is doubt. That's hesitation. Hesitation and doubt work against you. You want to have all factors working for you. You have to start understanding these basic concepts. They're not really basic, really. They're kind of something you have to meditate on to, conceptually understand yourself individually, because it's a lot to take in. But once you understand these at a very core level, you're then able to do things with belief. When you go to visualize something, and instead of, why am I visualizing a fucking circle? What is that going to do? That's not going to do shit. Instead of that outlook, you're creating this outlook with a belief that I've literally created a fucking circle spiritually. I have created the molecules, the structure, even though it doesn't exist in the physical realm yet. I have created it. And if I sat there and I worked on this visualization and compacted it and did this for days on end, month, even for a whole month, a circle would fucking be there. whether it's a circle of dirt in the grass, or however it decides to manifest, that circle would show. Okay? And most people do that type of strenuous visualization for money, finances, but can be put towards anything. Something as simple as a circle. So this is why all is mind. Okay? The level of belief you have, the level of visualization, the places you take your mind and you pull yourself to, has an impact on your current situation. Whether an invocation is successful or not doesn't depend on the spirit. It depends on you. Do you have belief in yourself? Do you believe this invocation is going to be successful? Do you believe it's going to work? In your mind, have you created all the necessary, doors? Have you created all those? Have you opened the doors for the spirit to come through? Do you know and believe the spirit will come? Have you created the outlet for the spirit to show itself? Have you divulged yourself to the point that where you're completely involved in this ritual? Your passion has been dumped into this ritual. If the answer is no, it's probably why you're not succeeding. Because you don't need psychic abilities in order to do an evocation. You can sense a spirit without psychic abilities. It's going to be more subtle than evident, but it's 100% possible. Okay. I was reading this book, and it just came to me because, all day today, I was like, I need to make a video. It's been like a month or so since I've made a video. I don't know what the hell to make it about, though, because I made 154 videos. So I was just reading, thinking, relaxing, chilling, and it came to me. All is mind. What does that mean for me? Essentially, that not all literally is mind, okay? But mind in the sense that you have control over things. You have influence over things. Your belief, which is a thought, starts the feeling. The belief is a feeling. But it comes from the initiation of a thought. Okay? All feelings start from a thought. Whether that's betrayal. Betrayal comes from a thought. Pain, hurt, comes from a thought. Feeling pain, that's a nerve inside of the brain. If that nerve is damaged up here, you can't feel pain. You can't feel an itch. It comes from the mind. So, in this reality, the mind is what controls everything. It controls your every function. Your soul creates and controls the mind. So all is soul, really. But for what the mind conceptualizes and stands for, all is mind. Okay? I hope this video helps somebody. I feel like I just ranted non-stop. I barely woke up today. I didn't get out of bed. I didn't do nothing. I didn't wake up. I just sat in bed all day, honestly. Just relaxing on my day off. So I feel like I've just been ranting on a half-awake mind. But I don't know. My intuition is saying just to put it out there. Hopefully it's not a jumbled mess and you can understand it. Till next time. Peace.